2, 3.
Hey loves, welcome back to our channel. So today it's really chilly here, so I decided I wanted to make some soup. So this is a soup recipe that I got off of one of my vegan Facebook groups, and forgive me because I can't remember which group it was. It was either Black Girls Eat Vegans and Network 2 or Vegan Soul Sisters. But this is going to be a kale, sweet potato, and it's called a kale sweet potato soup. But we have chickpeas. We're going to, here we have some celery, green peppers. I always have to add zucchini to stuff. Zucchini is the second most added item in anything I cook, next to spinach. And we have yellow onions. So that's a whole zucchini, a whole pepper, about 2-3 stalks of celery, because I got it pre-chopped, so I'm guesstimating. And that's 3/4 of a yellow onion. Here I have 2.5 cups of chopped sweet potato. I didn't feel like doing all the chopping, so I bought the pre-cut sweet potatoes. And here, this is roughly 2 cans of chickpea. We're going to use about 3/4 of that, but we'll see till I get to how I feel as I get to dumping stuff. And so, I'm gonna have it with crescent rolls. I don't know why that's really in the shot. So I have vegetable broth. We're gonna use this whole container. The recipe calls for 4 cups. But because I like my veggie broth a little bit more flavored, I have some Better Than Bouillon roasted garlic and some Better Than Bouillon roasted vegetables. Well, seasoned vegetable base. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this to this with a little bit more water to give it a stronger flavor. Of course, there's going to be some smoked paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, Himalayan sea salt, some Badia Complete, and of course, garlic. Can't have a soup without garlic, right? And some Lipton onion soup mix. So this is what we're going to start with. We're going to first start by sauteing our celery, onions, and our pepper, and then we'll move on to mixing it all together and making a soup. And clearly, I know that those are red peppers, not green. So in the pan, we're going to, these are being sauteed in about 2 tablespoons, maybe a little bit less, of grapeseed oil. And then we're just going to really allow them to cook, stirring a little along the way. We're going to cook them for probably about 3 minutes, just long enough for the onions to become a little bit more translucent and release the wonderful taste and aroma that they are wonderful for. So, let that do that. So now this mixture has been cooking for about 3 minutes. We're going to add in the garlic, about 3 tablespoons of garlic. And then we're going to just stir it around, make sure it's evenly distributed, and let it saute for another minute. Here we have our vegetable broth plus 3 additional cups of water and the Better Than Bouillon roasted garlic and seasoned vegetable base. So about 7 total cups of liquid here in this mixture. Then we're going to start adding our seasonings. I don't have a recipe, so we're just sprinkling. So we have some onion powder. Then we're gonna go in with our Badia Complete. So the great thing about this seasoning is it has both dehydrated vegetables, salt, a little bit of sugar, some herbs. So because so many of the other items in the recipe are salt-free, have salt, we're gonna hold off on adding salt. And then we added our garlic powder. And then we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle in our Lipton soup. We're gonna use about 1/2 to 3/4 of a pack. And then we're going to mix everything together. And then add our sauteed vegetables and all of our other ingredients to this pot. Oh, I forgot to add in my smoked paprika, so that's the last seasoning we're going to go ahead and add in before dumping in the rest of the vegetables. So I've now added all of the ingredients to the pot, and I'm going to allow this to simmer roughly about 30 minutes. I know right now it may not seem like enough liquid, but the kale is definitely going to cook down, so I'm going to cover it, put it on about medium heat, and just let it do its thing for, like I said, about 30 minutes. The recipe called for less, but I don't like my kale too chewy, nor my chickpeas. So I want to give everything a chance to allow the flavors to be absorbed and mesh well together. And then we'll see what we got. And then after it's cooked about 10 minutes, I can see if I need to add some more liquid or not. It's only been 5 minutes, and as you can see, the kale has already shrunk down and everything is submerged in the liquid. So I've gotten it to a nice little boil. I'm gonna put the lid on and let simmer for 30 minutes. Let me set my timer. Timer is activated. All right, and now we'll wait. So here we have our finished product. I wanted to get a close-up, there we go, of the soup. And I chose this glass bowl because I wanted you to be able to see what's really popping. Don't that look good, y'all? Okay. All right, so here we have it, guys. It was quick, it was simple. The thing that took the most time was actually just cooking it and the chopping. But if you do like I do, or like I did, half of my vegetables came pre-chopped. So that, you know, saved me a lot of time. If I had found the kale in the bag pre-washed, I wouldn't have had to chop the kale. But chopping wasn't really that big of a deal. So it looks amazing. So let's see what it tastes like. I like to give y'all the first bite on camera. I'm trying to get a little bit of everything. That's good soup. So, finish chewing. Well, the only tidbit I will give you, somewhere around the 25-minute mark, I did add like an additional cup of water, just because I felt like it was cooking down too much and I wanted to have a nice broth. And also I cooked it for 45 minutes instead of 30. But besides that, everything that I said, everything that I did, I showed you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share with your friends and family because we need more people in our community. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you are reminded every time I do a video. Thanks, loves. See you soon.